As we have said, in case of business analytics, there is the different tools that we use is some statistical tools, and one of the more important statistical tool is regression analysis, that is there in the course of BA 303, which is the part of the specialization of business analytics in the case of MBA third semester, and which gives which deals with different types of forecasting techniques. So here is in statistics regression analysis as a method of forecasting techniques for future prediction. Yes, today we'll discuss regression analysis, and regression is one of the most important tool in statistics that is used in business analytics. As we have said in the previous class, that in the business analytics there are several statistical tools are used to analyze the business. So one of the important statistical tool is regression analysis. So what is the meaning of regression? The dictionary meaning of the word regression is stepping back or going back. Regression is the measure of the average relationship between two or more variables in terms of original units of the data. Now let's say, as we have given previous example, that two different characteristics of a particular person is height and weight. So suppose we have 10 different persons whose height and weights are given. So our objective is to find out whether there is any relationship between the height and the weight of a particular person or not, or for the several persons whether we can find a relationship between the height and weight or not. So we can for regression we need at least two different variables, and we are trying to find the relationship between them, and in that case generally we take x as the independent variable and y as the dependent variable, and we try to find out the relationship of the dependent variable with respect to the independent variable. And the independent variable x is usually called the repressor, that there may be one or more of this, and the dependent variable is called the response variable. So generally two variables we can have multiple regression, so for that more than one variable could be possible, but for simplicity we will start with simple regression, where we assume that there is one dependent variable and one independent variable. So next let's go to, yes, this is a scatter diagram that if we plot the different values, different points with respect to x and y, so this could look like these are the points, and this could be the graph, or this is the scattered plot of the different set of data having say n number of data. So first one we can say that x1 y1, and the last one we can say that xn yn, and whether there exists in case of regression our objective is to find out whether there exists any linear relationship, any relationship between x and y, that is between the independent variable and dependent variable. The relationship could be linear, could be non-linear, it depends upon what is the assumption that we take. For simplicity we will start with the simple linear regression, that in that case we assume that the relationship is linear between them. And so there are several applications of regression analysis in research. It helps in the formulation and determination of functional relationship, as we have said, between two or many variables. How y, we generally write y is equals to fx, where y is the dependent variable. So what is how the function of x, how y is dependent as a function of x, how y can be expressed as a function of x. So that is the determination of functional relationship between two or more variables. Generally we assume it's two variables. It helps in establishing the cause and effect relationship. Yes, cause and effect relationship, causal relationship. Generally it is said a causal relationship. If you put X, what will be the corresponding effect in Y? So that is the causal. If there is a linear relationship, then that will be termed as a causal relation. If you put the value of X, then how it affects, or what is the difference, what is the change it causes in the value of Y. So it helps in establish a cause and effect relationship between two variables in economics and business research. Then in number 3, it helps in predicting and estimating the value of the dependent variable as price, production, sales. As we have said earlier, that predictive analysis is one of the important analysis in business analytics, and regression helps you predicting the future value of the, if you can find a linear relationship. So in future values can be found out through the putting the different values of the independent variable. And if demand is a function of price and all that, then in that case, if you can find a relationship between price and demand, assuming y is the demand, so demand is a function of price, and if we can find a linear relationship between price and demand, then putting the value of price, what could be the possible demand that can be estimated in the for the future. And number 4, it helps to measure the variability or spread of values of a dependent variable with respect to the regression line. Yes, as we have said in the previous graph, see, there is a variation of not all the values are lying on the same line, so there are possibly we can draw a number of straight lines through the points, and some of the points will be lying above the line, and some of the points will be lying below the line. So there is a variability of and there is a difference from the actual line to the set of data. So we can always measure the variability through the regression line. So these are the generally the application of regression. Okay, so use of regression in organization. In the field of business regression, regression is widely used in predicting future production. As we have said, production can be taken as a function, as a Y function of, say, raw materials and all that, and could be sales, and we can predict how much production could be made. It could be used in regression analysis and forecasting of sales, and there are other possibilities in the sociological study and economic planning to find the projection in population, birth rates, etc. In business, mostly in business analytics, as we have said earlier, in predictive analysis, we use regression as for the future prediction of future sales and all that. Yes, the linear function, as we have said earlier, that we take a linear model as y equals to a plus bx, or y equals to mx plus c previously, as we have said, and it could be a multivariate function in case of multiple linear regression, and in case of non-linear relation, we take the function as y equals to a e to the power bx. It could be a polynomial relation. So as we increase more and more variable, and as we increase the more and more complexity, the difficulty will also increase, but it will help in a different manner. So regression could be of different types, but we will concentrate ourselves initially with the linear regression type. And there are different ways we can study regression, but our best way of studying regression is the least square method that we will generally discuss, and we will find the regression line using the least square method. say least square method. This is the how we will explain the least square method now. Okay, in case of least square method, we take the regression line as y equals to a plus. There is a mistake. Actually, y is a plus bx, where y we take as the dependent variable and x we take as the independent variable. And yes, as you can see, this is the regression line. The red line, the red color line is the estimated regression line that we try to calculate. And as the points are, some points are above the line, some points are below the line. That is the amount of error that we have already talked about, and the error could be positive. See, this is the amount of error we are talking about. If it is lying above the line, then the error is positive. If the point is lying below the line, the error is negative. That's why we write y equals to a plus bx plus minus error. So plus minus means either the error is positive or the error is negative. And b is the slope of the line. B is the slope is delta y by delta x. So that's the slope, similar to that equation of a straight line. Y is equals to mx plus c, similar mx plus c, where c is the intercept, y intercept, this is the y intercept, and b is the slope. So we fit a best line through this data, and as we have said earlier, the best fitted straight line is that line for which the total error is minimum. So for which the total error is minimum, and we calculate the total error. We calculate the total error in a different manner, as we have said, because error could be positive or error could be negative. So before going into the details of linear regression, let's talk about what is the meaning of linear regression. If we draw the estimating the curve as the relation as linear like this, then it's called linear regression. If we are estimating the curve like a function like this way, then it's a non-linear. And if there is no relationship, the graph look like this. And the there are scattered plots, means plotting the values of the plotting the data in an x and y axis. And if the graphs look like this particular one shows the strong relationship, and if it's a more deviation is there, then this kind of this is an example of weak relationship, because in that case there will be the error will be more and the deviation will be more, so there will be weak relationships. And obviously if this kind of graph is there, then r is -1, that means it's a strong relationship will be shown. And there are different scatter plots, how they are explained. So r is the correlation coefficient, and as we have said earlier that r lies between +1 and -1. So -1 is when x increasing, y decreasing, then strongly, then it's a strong relationship. Like this particular, all the values are lying on the same line, and in this case it's +1. That's all of them are lying, but it's as y is also increasing, x is also increasing. So these are the different types of scatter plot. Then for linear regression we use least square that we were talking about. In least square method we try to find out the equation of straight line is y equals to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the intercept, and we try to find out the relationship using the relationship. Say let's take a set of data, and we use the ordinary least square method, and let's derive. We have already derived the normal equations using the ordinary least square, where we have to take the derivative and minimize the to minimize the total error. We have defined the total error function as earlier, so we'll just show it to you. In the method of least square, so now we have already written this. So in the method of least square, you just go back to the that total error function. We have already written the total error function in the method of least square. Is in that case total error is summation epsilon I square is defined as summation yi small yi square minus capital yi square, where small yi is the value that is already given. Small yi is the value that is already given, that is small xi and small yi, and capital yi is the point that we get by putting the value of small xi in the line y is equals to mx plus c. So capital yi is m into small xi plus c, and we define total error as summation epsilon I square, which is equals to summation yi minus capital yi whole square. So replacing capital yi by mxi plus c, we get summation small yi minus mxi minus c whole square. And as we have said, for total error is our objective is to find out that straight line for which the total error is a minimum. So to minimize that, we take the partial derivative of total error with respect to m and also with respect to c, and the condition for the total error is minimum is del te del m equals to 0 and del te del c equals to 0. So, and differentiating partially and simplifying, we get the two normal equations as m summation xi square plus c summation xi minus summation xi yi is equals to 0, and the second normal equation that we get is m summation xi plus nc minus summation yi equals to 0. So we have got the two normal equation, that summation y equals to na plus b summation x, or summation, and second one is summation xy equals to a into summation x plus b summation x square, or if we take the equations equals to y equals to ax plus b, so that is how we get, or in that case these two are called the normal equations. And if we take a data set like this, then say x and y values are given, and from there we calculate summation x, summation y. xy means multiplying the value of x and y, so that is summation xi, summation x square is this, and summation y square. So we calculate the values and just put the values in the equation to get the normal equation, and solve these two equations to find the value of m and c, or in this case a or b. So by putting the equation, we get the solution in this case as a equals to 0.66 and b equals to 1.07. So that gives the regression equation line as y equals to 0.66 plus 1.07x.